Grill time. So setting up the grill. There's two different ways to do it. There's one, we're gonna hook it up to the camper right there with the hose. The hose is inside one of the bins that has all the gas stuff. It also has a couple small propane tanks. So if you're somewhere and it doesn't work right, you're gonna also wanna, you could use this for the small propane tanks. Other than that, I'd hook to the big one just so there's plenty of propane. So these are quick disconnect fittings. So if you push it back, move the cap, there we go, did it one-handed. I just want to turn the valve, otherwise the propane won't flow through. So there's the one to the camper, and I don't have this part connected to the camper. That way there's some length if you want to get the table out and hook the table out far away from the camper. It doesn't have to be right next to the camper. That way you have some space. The next thing to do is to get the grill out. Open up the grill and get the stand. So the stand connects onto this. So you want to unfold the arms. Then there's an edge right here. You want to hook it here, go up, and then down. So it sits up like that. Next is pull out the grill. So you pull it out about that far, lift it up and put it on. So I couldn't lift up the grill and put it on with one hand while filming, but they slide, each side just slides right into there. And then in with the grill is going to be the connector for the propane. This guy. Screws on. Quick disconnect fitting. Let's get in. Once you turn this valve to it, locks it on, so you can't take it off. So it locks it on there. So then it's good to go. The first time using it, you do have to open the propane for you to bleed out all the air. Then it lights up really easily on its own after that. And the other thing too is you might want to check for level depending on where you're camping. So what I do is I have this, which usually you got side to side pretty good, but a lot of times with this thing hanging out, it's really hanging to the back. And so what I have in here is a bunch of different little blocks of wood. So you can take these blocks of wood and stick them behind here. So I stuck that block of wood behind here, and I'm not perfectly level where I'm at, so it's not gonna be exact. But see, now from front to back, it's still a little bit on the back, but that's okay, because then you could run it into your grease trap and everything can run out there clean. This is non-stick, so no metal utensils, please. Plastic it only, or silicone, just so you know. Then I always like, because little ones, I always put the cord under there so they're not tripping around it. Like I said, it's long enough so if you want to put it somewhere else, you don't have to put it here right next to the camper. And we've definitely been enough spots where like this spot just doesn't work. There is a table in there that you could use to set it up on. And other than that, that's it.